Welcome to Top 10 Steps to Self-Actualization by You, Week 3, Part 6. We will be talking about charting a path for your journey today. You can recognize this environment, as I always love to do, is taking us back to our childhood. Do you remember this room? What does it remind you of? We were all excited, first day of school. Especially those of us that have siblings and older brothers that kept going and coming from school every day. I always wondered what they were doing in school. And we were very eager to go to school. So here we are. Your first day in school, kindergarten, first grade, and every time you were very excited to go to the next level. So why am I telling you this? I'm trying to remind you that the journeys of life never ends. So why you were excited as a kid to go to school for the first time and be in first grade, second grade, third grade, oh my gosh, high school, college, right? Same thing with your life. So the idea today is to talk about that journey and how we can continue that excitement and passion that we had when we were younger. So let's do some illustration. Life is a huge mass with magnetic powers. So you see right here, this is all the things that is pulling us. So a lot of people are drifters. What do I mean by that? No plan, no journey. So let's go to this right here. As you can see, this is a starting point and that's a finishing line. It's a straight line. Oh wow, I wish life was a straight line. But life has a lot of bumps, as you can see. So if you want to look at yourself, you chart a path for where you're going to, as we use in our videos here, your journey. Your starting point, which we talked about, is your passion, your thing, your life, something you want to do. Remember, that has nothing to do with money, nothing to do with fame, just something you enjoy doing. You take a first step, whatever that thing is, you take that step. And then remember what we discussed, right? It could be just in one step, but everything is just going up, but you notice you're still in step one. But what happened is, you might have to go through all these levels to get to here. So every time you're doing something towards your goal, towards your whatever you want to accomplish, it is what's moving. Now you're here. Remember what we talked about last video? Reward. You reward yourself because think you've moved. And then you are now right here, you reward yourself, you energize yourself. You notice how the things are going this way, because sometimes you might be going one way, you're pulled, but each direction we go to, there is a reason, there's a purpose for that. You're learning something. You're getting developed. You're getting closer and closer. We started here, we're already here. So you can see here, now you're in step 2. Now step 2, it looks as if you're stuck because you're just everywhere. You see the bumps? You're just staying there continuously. But keep at what you're doing. Because each step you learn something. You can go back and front, and then you reward yourself. So on and on we go. It's what we're doing here. So if you see what we're doing here is you're going to finally reach your finish line, which is your self-actualization, fulfillment, or happiness, or whatever it is that you're pursuing in life. Because once you understand that, there's always going to be issues. There's going to be some places that you're stuck. You're so frustrated because I mean, you were going very fine, right, with what you want to do, what you want to accomplish. A good example, right, for myself, let's use me, right? I'm writing a book. I always wanted to write a book. It's a passion of mine. It's something I really, really want to do. But immediately, I started taking a step. This video, right? I've started moving, and there's a lot of bumps and things I'm going through, but the point is because I'm in this place, it has nothing to do with my job, right? It's just what I'm doing. Someone asked me a very good question, and they asked me, they said, you know, Victor, this is all great, but how do you balance passion and responsibility? That's a good question, but I want to remind you again from the first video what we said. Passion is you. So if passion is you, there's no balance to be made. If you're not following your passion, you're already on balance. So we all have responsibility. I have responsibilities, and I'm taking care of my responsibility. But that little spare time that I have, even if it's 10, 20 minutes a day, I'm focusing on wanting to write my book, and I'm writing stuff. I have a lot of people that also want to write a book, a script, and I told them, just start writing. Take that first page, because that first page is the first page of any book you write. So that's kind of what we are trying to do as we move on our journey. And also, if you are a drifter, which is what we talked about here, and you just let life pull you everywhere, you're always going to be doing this. And that's where you get very unfulfilled and depressed and whatever you can think of that can make you just get stuck. And what do we say? Oh, I have responsibility. I have to do this. I have to do that. But remember, whatever you want to do doesn't have to affect your responsibility. Another good thing again is when I say life is not a straight, it's not a straight line. I want to say something. Think about this very carefully. If you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a musician, if you want to be an actor, think about why those people's stories are fascinating. Because when you ask them, there's so much beautiful stories along the way, what they tell you. Could you imagine if you woke up this morning, I want to be a doctor. Yeah, I'm a doctor. I want to be an astronaut. Yeah, I'm an astronaut. You will be the most boring person on earth because you have no story to yourself. So what makes us people? What makes us exciting and fascinating humans is the stories we tell, which is our life experiences. So if you think this is issues when you're going through them, no, they make you what you are. And they make you an interesting person in any society, in any social gathering, wherever you find yourself. If you're there and somebody meets you, nice to meet you, how are you? Oh yeah, I'm a physician. Oh wow, how did you become a physician? There's so much story. Everybody has different stories. Pick one billionaire, actor, famous person today and tell me that they woke up one morning and they became that. We all have heard about Brad Pitt's story. We've heard about Oprah's story. Wait a minute, do you know? Go back and read Bill Gates' story. You'll be amazed to see what he had to do, what he had to go through. Steve Jobs. So anything you think you're looking at this as your idol, is you have the power to do it for yourself. Because they all woke up one morning and they said, enough. I am going to pursue my dream. I'm going to pursue my passion. And the only way they did it is by taking that first step. I'm going to recognize what that is and I'm going to continue and I'm going to have issues. So these things that get you so tired and frustrated need some re-energizing, which is our reward, which we talked about, right? To get you to be motivated, excited, and refill your energy to continue on the step. And yes, sometimes you will get to a part where it just stucks, like you're not moving. You are moving because something is going on here that you're not ready to take another leap. Maybe you missed something here, so it's taking you backward to this side. You see what's going on? So if the focus is just on this line that we're following or this things we're doing and not focus on fame and what you're going to get out of it, it becomes easier because you're so focused on today, on the things you're doing, not minding where this is going to take you. So am I really worried that I'm going to get a book deal? I'm going to write a book? I don't care. All I know is I'm doing what I'm doing and I'm enjoying it and I'm getting excited about it. So remember, right here is your personality. I leave you with this. Passion involves time and dedication. Once that is your key focus, your messenger, money, will show up. Start today. Pay attention to what you do, what you say, and where you go each day. Ask yourself, this burning desire I have in my heart to do X, what did I do today to promote, to get closer to achieving that? Because unless you do that, you will not fulfill your life's dream or you will never be actualized or fulfilled. Next week, we'll talk about the thing we all like very well, money. See you again. Bye-bye. Huh? Welcome again to our top 10 steps to self-actualization by you. Week 3, part 6. We'll be talking about charting a path for your journey today. As usual, I'm going to start again because, come on. Hey, give me a book. Stop messing with me. You ready? Stop playing around.
Cut. Go. Yeah, go.
Go?
Go.
Okay. Life is a huge magnetic...
Cut.
Life is a huge mass with magnetic powers that pulls all of us in different directions. So you told me to stand up. Let's do some illustration. Come on.